Today on the channel, the time is up. Your time is now for the John Cena Top 5 WWE Mattel Ultimates of all time.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another edition of the Kyle Peterson Top 5, a Thursday tradition here on the channel. As every single Thursday, we're counting down my top 5 and occasionally top 10 favorites of something or someone. And in this instance, we're counting down my top 5 John Cena WWE Mattel Ultimates of all time. And we've had 5 so far. Figured it was a perfect time with the latest and greatest being the brand new San Diego Comic-Con exclusive for 2025, and that will be in this list as part of that 5. And of course, this is my list, so put your list in the comments down below. And as we usually do these countdowns, we start at number 5, work our way to number 1. Number 1 being my John Cena favorite ultimate of all time, at least as of right now. And I should say, we know there's going to be more John Cena Ultimate Editions. I wouldn't be shocked if we don't get 5 more John Cena Ultimate Editions over the next year or so. There are going to be a bunch of them from his final run, and of course, classic looks in the future. So I'm sure we'll update this with the John Cena Top 10. And we're truly living in the year of John Cena here in 2025. 2024, as far as figures were concerned, it was the year of Hulk Hogan. But 2025, the year of John Cena. And I think we'll see a lot of that carry over into 2026 as well. So be ready for the onslaught of John Cena figures. And maybe in 2026, we'll sit down when all things are done, when the dust settles and all that kind of stuff. Maybe we'll do a special countdown and do top 10 elites of John Cena of all time, probably top 10 ultimates of all time. We could easily do top 10 Jakks of all time. There's a lot of different John Cena countdowns we could do, and we could roll them all up into the top 10 greatest John Cena figures of all time. Now, I'm never going to claim to be the biggest John Cena fan of all time. Of course, John Cena, one of the legends. You could easily put him on the Mount Rushmore, and you couldn't really deny anybody putting him on a Mount Rushmore. I think it just has to be, where did you come into wrestling? If you were a little kid when John Cena was on top, he's your Hulk Hogan, he's your Macho Man, he's your Ultimate Warrior. I totally understand that, of course. I would never say I hated John Cena. I would never say I loved John Cena. I was just kind of there for the ride is where I was. And that's just kind of the way it goes. You know, I loved CM Punk. I love the Ultimate Warrior. We know how that goes. I loved Bret Hart. I loved Ric Flair. I love Terry Funk. I got so much love in my heart. I need to give more to John Cena, maybe. Who knows? But there's no denying John Cena, one of the greats of all time, the biggest title winner of all time, really, at the end of the day, and is going to go down in history as that. And it'll be interesting to see how his final ride does play out. But we know how this ride is going to play out. We're going to kick off the countdown at, of course, number 5. All right, the countdown begins at number 5. And number 5, we go to Amazon. Beautiful this time of year. Isn't like Amazon deal days or Prime days coming up, Todd McFarlane? A lot of McFarlane stuff real cheap for that. So Todd's ready. He's getting it all out there. Of course, you got to clear out some inventory. I know how it goes. Hopefully there'll be some good deals on Prime days. Target's got their thing. Walmart's got their things. A lot of deals to be had here the next couple of weeks. And I'm sure I'll hear it in the comments. You hear it all the time. I'm getting on a tangent, Todd McFarlane. People are going to comment, just got this at Walmart for $4.99. Well, yeah, okay. I reviewed this 3 years ago. Hopefully you didn't pay $16.99 3 years later. I get it. You got to get a deal. We know how that goes. And deal I got at the number 5 selection, but it is my least favorite Ultimate Edition of John Cena. It is the Fan Takeover Edition. It is John Cena right there. And he's got his Patrick Ewing jersey on. I'll never forget Patrick Ewing shooting us some hoops with Webster once upon a time, that episode of Webster, a special episode of Webster. But a good John Cena, of course, rapper John Cena. We remember him coming to towns wearing different basketball jerseys, wearing different baseball jerseys, whatever town he was in, of course. And unfortunately, they couldn't recreate the Ewing jersey on here. Is what it is there, but it is cool enough. I do like the idea of this. I could go to a third party like the Threadheads of the world and get a traditional Ewing jersey if you wanted to. But it is a good version of Cena. Obviously, a lot of reuse. We're going to see that throughout here. A lot of the same heads used over and over. A lot of the same effect pieces, things like that. But cool for what it is. And there's a whole era of John Cena. I mean, they could do tons of different John Cenas in different jerseys. I would love to see him in the Lakers jersey and the Celtics jersey. I guess We kind of got the Celtics one once upon a time, didn't we? I don't know if we ever got the Lakers one. I'd have to look. It's right behind me. I guess I could turn around, but is what it is. But Fan Takeover for me comes in at number 5. Next up in the John Cena Ultimate Countdown, we go to Series 22 of the Ultimate Edition line, of course, for John Cena. A more modern-day John Cena, we'll call it here. Pretty in blue is what he is. This one drives me a little crazy, though, because the old handkerchief falls off all the time. I just know one of these days moving this around, I'm going to lose it somewhere. It's just going to happen. I can feel it. I can feel it. But he comes with his towel. We know what John Cena's up to with that little hand towel. We know your game, John Cena. But another good John Cena, a more recent release as far as years go compared to the last one there. Perfectly serviceable here, but somebody's got to come in at number 4. And for me, number 4 is Series 22, John Cena Ultimate Edition. We've reached the halfway point of the countdown. We're separating the men from the boys. You got your list together. Put it in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, as we got countdowns every single Thursday on top of everything else under the sun. My weekly podcast, toy news, weekly purchases, top 5s, toy hunts, and all the action figure reviews you can handle, plus more. Check it out. Subscribe to the channel. But here we are at number 3. And number 3 is the most recent release. It's setting the world on fire. It's going to be officially released at Mattel Creations and, of course, San Diego Comic-Con 2025 here in a week or so. It is John Cena San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, the John Cena Ultimate Edition. Now, check out the review I just recently posted on the channel. Check it out. I feel everybody will be able to get this, at least via Mattel Creations. I know I'll be going there online from San Diego to pick that up because I don't want to buy one, have to ship it. I'll just get it and ordered straight to my house. So that's my plan for this John Cena. But I think most people are going to be picking this one up. This is great for belt collectors with all the extra belts. I do like all the accessories, the extra heads. There's a lot going on for this one here. But as I take the step back, though, as far as all the John Cena figures, it's just middle of the road in the Ultimate Editions for me. It's here at number 3. Now, the packaging is beautiful on it. It's got all that extra packaging, all the extra accessories, but it's not the most iconic John Cena to me. It's not one that hits me where I want to be hit as much as maybe 1 and 2 do, for example, here. But it is still a fun figure. It's a very respectable figure. And if you're a John Cena fan, man, oh man, you need this one. And this is one of those figures where maybe you got a buddy at work that likes John Cena that doesn't collect action figures. He just needs one representation of John Cena. This might be the one to get. Of course, displays very well in the boxes and things like that. Might be a good gift for someone along the way. But John Cena, San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 2025 comes in at number 3. All right, we're at the number 2 John Cena Ultimate of all time. And this quite possibly could be my favorite John Cena memory. It was a huge surprise once upon a time. What's coming in at number 2? Well, of course, the Ultimate Edition. But we're going to Ultimate Edition Series 5 for the Royal Rumble John Cena. A classic moment, of course, returning at the Rumble there. A big, big night for old John Cena, if there ever was one. And I don't know, something about this one, I guess that's the carryover from the moment to the figure that makes it special. And that's what puts him above maybe some of the other ones there. And really, for me, John Cena, a lot of it comes down to picking his favorite figures. It doesn't usually come down to the moment of the match. It comes down to the outfit he was wearing is usually where it comes down to. I don't know, maybe a little bit strange. And I don't know if I do that with many other people out there. So it's an interesting thing. It's a weird thing because John Cena is basically the same thing all the time, just different hats and shirts. So you could also say that maybe about Macho Man, but kind of not really. I don't know. It's just a weird thing I was just thinking of there. But this one is absolutely fabulous. This is the best John Cena, or I should say the second best John Cena of all time as voted by me. It is the Ultimate Edition number 5 John Cena, which means there can only be one. What is the number 1 John Cena Ultimate of all time as voted by me? Well, stay tuned. All right, we've hit the number 1 spot. You got your list together. Put it in the comments down below. And I think most people that know their John Cena Ultimates can guess what number 1 is going to be here. But before we get to that, check out my brand new podcast. Every single Tuesday, it is The Kyle Peterson Show, wherever audio podcasts are found, with videocast on YouTube. But here we are, number 1, Ultimate John Cena. We go to Ultimate number 10, Series number 10 John Cena, as we get the old WrestleMania edition here. Something about all being in black just looks amazing with this one. I love the screaming head sculpt, but spoiler alert, almost all these John Cenas came with this spoiler or this screaming head sculpt here. But I love the hat. I love the chain. I just love everything about this one. And there's something about black and white that is so basic, but also next level at the same time. And it really powers this John Cena through because, you know, there's always the jokes, oh, Fruity Pebble John Cena. We hear that kind of stuff all the time. So this one just looks a little bit more mean. I don't know, but it is WrestleMania edition of John Cena right here. A fun one, a must-have pickup, and my #1 John Cena Ultimate figure of all time. And that's my list. Once again, get your list in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to both my YouTube channels. Check out Patreon YouTube channel memberships. Don't forget Sir Paul64 over there on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok. Of course, the Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, my podcast I just told you about, ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson. And of course, my book, The Complete Guide to the ECW Original San Francisco Toy Makers, available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or copies via me. So for the John Cena Top 5 Ultimates of all time, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?